What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. So, I have been building Gunpla and plastic models in general for the better half of the year, and I decided, why not talk about my favorite builds so far? Again, those builds that I'm gonna feature here, I have reviewed, so you can check out my toy review playlist and more, like all of those builds, right, that I'm gonna feature in this video can be found there. So, anyways, let's talk about my favorite builds. Now, I would say these not necessarily are going to be in order, but you know what? Let's just move along, shall we? So first off, I have here the Shin Ryu Maru from Mashin Sozo Den Wataru. So I love this kit because, as you can see, it looks like an SD Gundam kit, but the overall size and like the feel of this kit, it's really awesome. Although, again, my main issue would be around the torso, so you can see that it kind of flips. Like the ab crunch is not by accident. Like it's top heavy, but it's not big of a deal, I would say. But overall, this looks really nice. Again, considering its size, it could be a match for like any HG Gundam, in my opinion. So, also quite affordable. Like I got it for less than 2,000 yen when uh, the original retail price is about 2,600. So again, at least where I got this, I got it at a pretty sweet deal. So yeah. So next up is the Gundam F91. So this is the HG version, and I'm really impressed by how Bandai was able to fit so much into this kit despite its size. So yes, I do understand that the lore of this thing, in Gundam F91, so mobile suits are built much smaller, but like they are as powerful as units that came before. Like for example, this F91 is supposed to be as powerful as the new Gundam, and the new Gundam is like almost twice the size of this thing. So, especially with the variable speed beam rifles, or Vespers, if you want to call them like that. So again, for such a small kit, like I'm really impressed with how Bandai was able to fit the mechanics of this thing into it. And in terms of the accessories, again, this packs a lot, especially with the beam effect parts like this shield right here. So again, overall good looking kit, with the exception of the open face part. I never liked that at all, but just the regular Gundam face looks really awesome. And again, like so much articulation for such a tiny kit. And yeah, overall, I really love this thing. And yeah, also one of my most affordable kits by far. So I bought this specifically at 1,320 yen, which was, in my opinion, on the really cheap side. But again, considering the finished product, it was definitely worth the price. So moving on, we have here. Well, I also grew up watching Gundam Wing. I love the heavy arms because it was, filled to the brim with all that mounted artillery. That Gatling gun has become iconic. I have the Wing Zero, which, of course, everybody knows the Wing Zero, and personal nostalgia because I had like a 1144 scale when I was a kid. But when it comes to the aesthetics and the articulation, it's gotta be the Shenlong for me. So yeah, like I have honestly like a secret bias towards the Shenlong, even though again I do love the heavy arms and the Wing Zero TV versions, of course. But again, like even though they're supposedly within the same line, but considering that this came out much later than the high grades for like Wing Zero and even the Heavy Arms, so like the articulation, the fact that the back skirt can open and you can move the feet toward the back or the legs rather, uh, the articulation on the right arm, like you can extend the dragon arm like so, and then still like it really holds up very well. Like you don't need to worry about it like sagging down so much. Maybe over time it might, but if you really want to keep it as long as possible, like maybe not to try to move it too much, or you could also try to strengthen the joints. But yeah, overall, the aesthetics of this kit really, really look nice. So again, like Shenlong Gundam. And moving on to the next build. So despite my first build being one of Gundam seed kits with the Immortal Justice, and of course I still love my Immortal Justice HG, but really, I do love my Astray Red Frame right here. So I would say it is definitely more maneuverable. Like it's way more posable than my Immortal Justice, and the aesthetics are much more solid despite this being an older kit. And that Gerbera straight is really iconic for this one as well. And again, it's definitely a much better idea if you paint the Gerbera straight rather than use the stickers for a much more metallic feel. And overall, again, like I do love this kit. So it's simple, but it looks nice and really, really solid build overall. And last but not the least, so I have here my most recent build, so the Liber Knight. So it's really impressive how Bandai has gone, has come with their model kits. Again, it has really, really amazing articulation, and there is potential for customization and upgrades with like parts that are sold separately though. But if you are into fantasy, yeah, you will definitely love the 30 minutes fantasy line, and I am hoping to get that Holy Knight uh, kit soon. Like I want to upgrade this into the Holy Knight, and definitely it's gonna look much better. But even so, this looks really, really nice in my opinion. Again, the articulation, so especially in the abdomen, the waist, like it, and especially if you do take off the armor and just leave it as the supposed frame, definitely you will get like 100% articulation from this guy. But again, even with the armor on, you still get a lot of articulation. Maybe if Bandai just actually had like toe joints on this thing, it's the only thing that I would say it lacks in terms of articulate points. But overall, like there are so many things that move in here anyway, but still like rock solid. I'm wiggling it around and nothing's shaking at all, probably because it's new, but either way, it's still also a solid build in my opinion. So these are just some of my favorite builds for this year. And if there are any of you who have been building plastic model kits, whether they're Gundam or like from another franchise, please tell me your favorite builds this year if you've been building kits. So leave a comment down in the comment section below. So anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you next time. Bye.